Okay, so for this video, we are picking up right where we left off with a couple of caveats. So the first caveat is I went and I did one patrol mission just because I wanted to check it out, kind of see how they functioned, and it was nothing to really write home about. It is what you expect. You go back into the encounter, it randomizes some enemies for you to fight, and you do the thing. So some of my characters have some additional levels and some additional abilities, but we're going to jump in and kind of highlight a couple of things. So Anadine, because of the story mode, is now a Demon Knight, but also Mastered Mercenary. So if I come in here, for example, and I go to Class Change, you will see this star here because this is now Mastered. That means she's learned all of the abilities. That also gives them some bonus stats. So as you see here, right here, for example, as I'm trying to put my cursor over it, you get bonuses to HP and attack and so forth because you've mastered Demon Knight. So like if I click here, for example, when she mastered Mercenary, she gets this permanent bonus. So she's mastered that. We have a couple of other masteries. For example, our good friend Lily here mastered being a wizard, and so is now going to start getting us some points earned for being an alchemistic in that regard. Another thing I wanted to highlight, besides just that a couple of characters leveled up, is that Virgil has not. So Virgil's still hanging out at level 3, and we all know, if you've been watching so far, I make fun of Virgil. I think he looks squirrely. I don't like his face. There's a reason I don't bring him along. So we're just going to dismiss him. So this is something I haven't done yet, and I thought I would just show it off, but we're going to go ahead and hit dismiss. You can permanently remove the story related characters, so just people you've recruited. And the reality is, at this point, with Virgil being only level 3 and everybody else up at like 7, 8, 9, etc., he's just never going to catch up. We would be far better off just recruiting somebody new if we needed a body. So we're going to go ahead and do that and dismiss Virgil. He is gone. He is out of here. And we're going to go ahead and back out now and move on to the Azure Fields, because that will be the encounter that we are taking on for this particular video. And wow, okay, there's an awful lot of tall grass here. Defeat foes. This guy looks interesting. All right, you have found an elusive bandit, Kawa. They make a living supplying other bandits and running various shady deals, so it's best to take them down. You will occasionally run into them during patrols. Well, this isn't a patrol, but I assume this is to introduce us to the mechanic. If you manage to defeat them, they will drop precious components, but they will try to flee within a few turns. So it's a loot goblin. Okay, that makes sense. We're going to bring Kiri, because one of our best units. Reiner makes an awful lot of sense, because I think we want to try to root that thing so it can't run away. Having a healer makes an awful lot of sense. Lily makes sense because we want to start earning that alchemistic. So we have Victor, who's another person who can root. What are other options? We have Leela. We have Arkin, who would be like our backup healer. Anadine, I know for sure we want to bring because she's got that new demon hotness. Yates. So I think our choice right now is probably between Yates, maybe Arkin. Yates just recently added to the party, a little bit lower in level. Maybe we want to get him some reps. Also serves as that backup healer role. So let's go ahead and bring Yates. And let's lock this in. And when it comes to our turn, I do want to... Ooh, speed generator, huh? That seems not great for us. I do want to go to free navigation and the details thing so we can kind of see what's going on. Oh, see, we got stuff hiding in the grass. Looks like there is treasure here. There's treasure hiding here. This rock not doing much for us, but more things hiding in the grass. Oh, treasure hiding there. Okay, so we have some treasure tiles hiding about. Not seeing anything that we can necessarily harvest, but we do have things hiding in the tall grass as well. So we will need to keep that in mind. And I think we want to try to keep these dogs from closing in on us. Like, I'd like to root this thing. Can't quite get there unless I step all the way up, I think, huh? So if I do this, I can root here. Still can't quite reach the dogs. So let's try to root this loot goblin. See if we can keep it from running. Alright, we got the root. And it counters with casting fleet of foot. Alright, not exactly what I think we were hoping for, but step our healer up. I don't think there's anything that we want to do with her quite yet, but let's not show her back. Let's step Kiri up. I'm a bit worried that we're so grouped, actually. And I don't have enough to, like, use the beam to get there, so I'm kind of rethinking this. Let's step Kiri up, but kind of move her over here to the side a bit. I don't know what any of these things do quite yet, and I don't want to walk into shenanigans, you know? Now, we don't have anything that buffs. We do have this cool reanimate here, but needs a dead enemy. We don't quite have that yet, so just kind of reposition a little bit. Alright, same thing here. I know that we have this dog over here we're worried about and some treasure. So I think since she can't get too close, we'll have her step up this way. Like, I want to be close enough that I can do things. Yeah, see? That's a spell. I don't want to be too grouped up, I don't think. Keep her in the back. Now, we have this new soul magic, right? And we saw the spell, so let's go ahead and cast Aegis. This increases our resistance, which is essentially our defense against spells. I think that loot goblin's gonna get away. I think there's gonna be too much in between us and it. Because this thing is still way over there. It still has like 110 health. I don't think we're gonna get there in time unless I separate from the pack. And that feels bad, right? Like, that feels a wee bit suicidal. Wait, could I move 2 away to stay separated? Yeah, and we can do the spear attack from a distance to avoid the potential of a counter attack. So she took some, and he took some. Guess we'll do it here. And then kind of spread out just a hair more for now. A little bit worried about Lily back there. Alright, so he can step up a wee bit. Again, I'm a little worried about some of these. This thing is weak to fire. This thing has barely been touched, barely been touched. We want, I think, to spread out a little bit, and oh, we can do the reanimate, but we don't have the corpse. Right, sorry, I got excited because it was highlighted. All right, let's throw some darkness over there. It's kind of a cool animation. Ow, the thorns, they're pokey. And again, I don't think we're gonna end up getting to the loot goblin, so I'd rather focus on getting rid of the stuff in front of us at this point. Just step up and take this back attack. And now we have a corpse as well for Yates's next turn, so that's kind of exciting. Yeah, see, that thing's already at the edge of the map. There's just no way that we're gonna be able to secure that, in my opinion. So we will step back. Now, one of the things that we did pick up is multi-shot. So It's not quite like a spellcaster ability, but it does allow Reiner to get in on some of that AoE action. And the doggo answers by healing for more than we did damage, but we did make them do that. And as long as they're doing that, they're not attacking me. Ow. Get off my healer. Oh, earth spells also heal that thing, huh? And it got plus earth. I assume that buffs it even further. That's a bit scary. Right? See if we can step up and... It was weak to fire, right? But I don't have enough casting distance to get to it. Unless I move further. This was as far as I could go though, right? So I can't quite get to that yet. But we do have a crossbow now on Lily because she has changed the class. Oh, only 1 hit point though. With adaptive affinity. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna shoot this thing in the back then. It's at least a tickle. It's at least a tickle. So I assume that this blue one does the same thing but with water. No! Get off my healer! Does this thing even have a back? Like if I come back here, is this a back attack, I wonder? It has no flank. Also, this would only deal 16 damage to it. What about, like, if I... Just curiosity, right? Like, wanted to do a dark bolt. That's at least 24. We want fire damage, but we don't really have the ability to do that, so... I think in this case we will step over here. Gets us a little bit closer to coming over for this chest as well. And dark does a little bit more, it looks like. So yeah, we'll just take the dark bolt here at a distance. Likely it's going to be on Lily to take care of that. And I don't like grouping up, but I think here because of the need to get a good heal in. This makes sense. Because Lily had taken some damage and my healer had certainly taken some damage. Yates might have to use a heal here, but I really would like to get the reanimate off. Ow. So now we have a decision, right? I can take heal. Oh, she still has 62. Let's be cheeky and use reanimate. And put it here. And again, let's kind of try to keep a little bit separate. It's hard to be fully separate because we also still need to be in range of things. But it has no flank, but if I step up here, attacking it would do 23. We also have the new rage. So we could deal an enraged blow, which would deal 37, but I would take damage. And then we still have the old trickery or steal. Let's see if we can blind it. All right. Thing is a very resilient enemy, it would seem. We could root it. I think we're still gonna try to blind it. Because the blind didn't go through the other way, and if I'm only tickling it with physical damage, I think status effects are probably the way to go. There we go, we at least got a blind. So maybe that'll be beneficial, who knows? Oh no, that's gonna be, like, we're tickling it, so that's actually a pretty impressive heal. But the blind comes through with the miss. All right, now it is on to Lily here. So Fire Locust is hopefully going to, yeah, look at this potential damage here. Get in there. And picks up the boon because it has destroyed it. And we found a cobbleweed pod. Okay. Good on you, Lily. It's our caster though, so like we don't want her too much in danger. Back to back here so it can't get attacked from behind. Do you have this one? I assume that one, yeah, that's gonna escape. There's just no way I think I could have got to that unless I was trying to be reckless. I'm a little sad because I feel like the loot goblin would have been beneficial. Ooh, and it's got the poison. I need to get a turn with my healer here like yesterday though. I think I'm actually gonna come grab this chest since we're here. Found a Healbot 3000. Alright, so my healer is going to run away. And I could use a mass heal in theory, right? Because we do have mass heal. But neither one of these are like really that dire, so I would rather just use heal 2, like the big heal on her, to get back as much as possible. She absolutely needs it. We will take the big heal. Also, we get that last tick of renew, and I think that's a great turn. Now, I think we're gonna just try to root this so it can't chase us down. And then we're gonna slowly work, I think, Reiner towards this other chest. So since I can't get the loot goblin, there were treasure chests, 2 of them I believe over here, right? Somewhere. I hold down T, right? Yeah, treasure here, and then there was the one that was over here somewhere. This one doesn't seem to like tell me I can harvest it, I don't think. We'll go over there and see if I can interact with it. I don't think I can, but I think at this point, our goal, I'll just cast Dark here. Our goal is to try to get these chests since I couldn't get the loot goblin. So you have that dog there. It's at full health, but we can get a good back attack in. It's impressive, I think. Face this way because I don't think that they can move where the tall weed thing is. Oh, 55. Poor Lily. Might need to see what kind of armor Lily can wear. I'm not sure she can wear any. But that was painful. Alright, they did some wound licking, but if it comes back to Lily's turn, yeah, we are gonna light this up. What are they weak against? Fire, fire. This one's resistant to fire, but the other 2 are weak to fire, so I think it's still worth it overall. But we do want to move her so she doesn't take any counterattacks. So let's just light them up. Burn those doggos, because we got the boon in there. Taking some thorns damage. No, she's gonna fall. Well, get that blood crest. That's kind of nice. The little zombie's doing work. So a little bit of a bummer about the fall. So I think if I go here, I can open this chest, right? Yeah. A sage hat. Okay. So it only has 7 hit points. Can I actually get up next to it, I wonder? Anywhere? No? So close yet so far. Well, actually, you know what? We can step up. We can just hit it with a rock. Right? We got the good old rock. Yeah. Take that. Oh, feeling a little bit bad about Lily Fallen. She feels brittle, right? I got to do a better job of protecting her because, unfortunately for her, she keeps getting injured and it's all my fault, but she has a glass cannon and I need to be better. Doesn't quite have enough to resurrect another one, so I actually think we might just step up and try to hit this with dark. So I got a feeling that thing's going to be annoying to deal with. So Anodine, we are going to, all right, readjust this here. Step up and just attack it, I guess. But again, I don't want to kill it quite yet, I don't think, because we do want to try to get this other chest. Well, it healed itself anyway, so. Get off my healer. Can't afford for her to take an injury. Yeah, that zombie did some work. Cobbleweed pod again. Step up. I don't think I can reach her, sadly. I can throw this noxious bomb, though. That's something. And here, if it'll reach, not quite. I was gonna say, we know that the blind is beneficial. Can't quite get to the treasure, but we can step over here and heal. Should be able to get her to the treasure soon, or at least somebody in this vicinity, maybe Anodine. Get this heal going on the two of them. So yeah, she should be able to step here and open this chest. And we get a monk robe, okay. Seems good. Now I just have to check on that rock. Oh no, Anodine is getting low. Alright, you should be able to get the blind attack off now, right? So that we can finish this jellyfish thing off. Dark Bolt seemed to be the best source of damage she had the last time, so we'll continue that. And here, we just need the big heal on poor Anodine, who's getting picked on. Do we have enough to reanimate again? We do not, but we can drop a dark bomb on it. Boom! It's got to be pretty close to falling at this point. So Anodine here, we're gonna move just to see if we can interact. We have activate. All right, see? Obtained key item obelisk clue 2. Interesting. That makes me think that maybe on a previous encounter, because there was that other one where there was the obelisk and I did not interact with it, that I might need to go back and do that. Key items can be viewed from the troops menu by selecting view inventory. So we will have to check that out. But I'm glad I did make sure that I went over there to interact with it. And at this point now, he's just straight attacking this. As is, I think, everybody. Hey, look, a crit for a whole 21. Again, Dark seemed to be her best way to get the damage in. And there we go. So, poor Lily fell, but she did some work. The old Fire Lotus. So we picked up some stuff. We got the MVP. Yeah, again, poor Lily here. Interesting, I've got this little thing here. So we have an event. Let's go ahead and check that out. I assume this will be a story event. Yates, so you see, the funny bone isn't actually a bone at all, but it is attached to a bone called the humerus. Ha ha ha. I never thought a dry subject like anatomy could be funny. Reiner says, "What is this?" This is a friendly conversation. You must have engaged in one or two, I think that's supposed to be of them, yourself at some point. In any case, the young miss and I were discussing... Reiner says, Anodine. Yes? Keep your distance from this one. But why? You can't think Yates would do me some ill in the middle of our camp surrounded by friends. Not what I meant. He'll do you no harm while I'm around. He wouldn't dare. As I was about to say, he won't be around much longer. But while he is, it's better that you don't get too close to him. If you spend too much time in his presence, you'll find the stink won't wash away. Reiner, why do you have to be so rude to Dr. Yates? Doctor? He's got you calling him doctor now? He is a doctor, isn't he? The lives he's saved. I don't care if he saves 100 lives or 1,000. It will never balance out what I... Why do I feel like Yates probably like resurrected Reiner's girlfriend or something? Anodine says, I've never seen Reiner so upset. What happened between you two to cause such hatred? I confess that I earned Reiner's enmity. I did something vile, unethical, unspeakable, something an ordinary man would regret all his days. But whatever it was, surely you must have redeemed yourself by now. You spend your days healing people and curing diseases. You saved my life. I did do that. Yes, I did. A young thing like you could never understand what drives me. Almost no one does. But, given the same circumstances over which Reiner and I quarreled, I would have taken the same actions every time and without question. Human sentiment, attachments, are nothing to me. In all my decisions, the advancement of science is my only consideration. That is the only explanation I can give. And that is our event. We will check out this troops menu here real quick because I want to now view inventory and check out this clue. Oh, look. It looks like this is something written backwards. Ordinates therein. Use our treasure wisely. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We also got this heal bot. We got our first badge. Allows a non-story unit to access the vampire class. Interesting. That means there are vampires. And that somebody in a story unit will have it because it says a non-story unit to access it. Interesting. All right, well, we learned some new stuff. And as I said, I think that obelisk from the previous temple encounter is probably clue 1. So I might go pick that up off, you know, video, if you will, off camera, just so that is rounded out. But this is where this one is going to end. So if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching the video and going on this journey with me. Wow, let's pretend that didn't happen. And I hope to catch you in the next video.